I'll just start recording right there. Yeah, that. I forget how much I paid for. It's like a little nicer, so it might sound a little better.
Yours is a little nicer.
Yeah.
Oh well, that makes sense.
Yeah. So,
Of course.
I mean, we can't be giving out the nice mics to.
No. I mean, when I start my own podcast, I'll keep the nice one.
Oh, yeah. Would you have me on your podcast?
I mean,
if you start one,
it would depend on the lineup that I'm able to assemble. But there's always gonna be room for you, Chris.
God bless you. God bless.
Yeah, thank you for having me on, Chris.
Thank you for coming. This is Jake. Can I say your last name?
Oh, of course.
Jake John. I mean, Johnson's a common name. So
yeah, it'll be tough for people to find me anyway.
You're one of millions.
Yeah, it's.
But you're one of a kind.
Thank you for saying
that.
But
there's a million Jake Johnsons out there, but not this Jake Johnson.
Oh,
not you. You're special.
I'm a unique snowflake.
You're not a snowflake. There's no snowflakes that I know. Yeah, dude, because you just took this trip out of nowhere. Did you go on it? You went on it.
I did. Right. I did go on this trip.
Yeah.
But booked plane tickets to Arizona. Yeah, a day after being laid off from my job, and I was in Arizona for 8 days.
God damn. Was the weather nice?
The weather was great compared to Michigan here in Yeah.
Yes, we're here in Michigan.
Here in Michigan. Oh, I don't know if that's a giveaway.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was snowing and blizzard. It wasn't too bad here. Not like. I mean, it was cold, but we didn't get any snow.
No, it's
still no snow.
Yeah, for Christmas, what is it, in the 40s right now? It's not, really can't complain.
It's not too bad. Well, what was it in Arizona?
I mean, it was like most days it would get up into the high 60s, which for me was, t-shirts and shorts weather, and like dry and sunny. But everybody there had on like Christmas sweaters. Like a lot of like the girls were in their UGG boots, and like everybody was wearing pants and sweaters. So I don't know. I think they are snowflakes down in Arizona.
It's always funny hearing. You always hear the stories about. I think I remember hearing the story about Georgia got like 1 inch of snow, like less, and the whole freeway just shut down. Mm-hmm. Like literally, people left their cars and just got the fuck out.
Yeah. My buddy Ian that I was visiting down in Arizona was saying that even when it rains, because it'll basically just rain like during the monsoon season, he said like people like go nuts. And everybody forgets how to even drive in the rain. And snow has never happened. So people probably would lose their mind.
I've heard Arizona does get snow in like there's this one area because they do have mountains there and stuff. Mm-hmm. I've heard it does snow. I forget where this area was. This guy was telling me he wants to retire there.
Oh yeah. Probably at Flagstaff or somewhere in the north.
Yes. It was definitely north. For some reason, Prescott comes to mind. Flagstaff. Yeah, I've heard of Flagstaff because that's like way north of Phoenix, right?
Went by it on the way to the Grand Canyon. And at the Grand Canyon, they did have snow and ice up on the top at the rim.
Well, where does Ian live?
Ian lives in Phoenix.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's a big city.
It was a big city. It is a big, sprawling city, which, I had no idea. Yeah, nice new city, too. It was, interesting to see.
Where does he just has an apartment?
Yep. Yeah, he just has an apartment. Near Scottsdale in the suburbs.
Okay.
And yep.
That's cool. Damn. God. That's what is he? What's he doing out there again?
He is a financial professional for Vanguard. After going to MSU for his professional writing degree, he at Michigan State. Yeah, go green. He got a job in finance, and he is now like training people, and is becoming a big shot finance guy.
Wow. Which is what you were.
Well, I was never a big shot, but I was a tax person in finance for a little while, a few years.
I've never actually heard of Vanguard.
Yeah, they're a big company.
They are.
They're like really known for index funds, and yeah, they're known for having like a low cost. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what the right wording is.
Hang on. I'm just gonna look them up really quick because maybe if I see their logo, then it would like trigger some like retrograde amnesia that I like compressed back in my mind.
You've probably seen ads. I think they're known for having a ship. They have like this red wording. They've got a ship.
Okay.
We even like went by their campus, and they're like all the streets on the campus are named after ships.
Really?
So
is that the headquarters in Phoenix?
No, I think it is a big campus, but I think the main headquarters are in Pennsylvania. Ian was saying.
Yes, Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. Vanguard, dude. I've never heard of this. I see the ship because the logo, the logo is the red wording, just like you said.
I'm glad I'm not just making this stuff up.
And then the ship. Oh, I'll check your ass.
Oh,
that's why we have this here.
I'm glad you're fact checking me in real time.
Dude, I'll fact check you, man. So this is kind of okay. Wait, look at this. And I'm sorry, this laptop's not really conducive. So they got the logo, and then why is all this anime showing up?
Vanguard. Apparently, there's a Vanguard anime.
There's a Vanguard anime too.
Yeah.
Actually, most of this Google image search is the anime Vanguard. So
maybe Steve could speak to that. He's knowledgeable
in the anime. Oh, okay. We'll get him. We'll get him over here. But Vanguard's got to step up their marketing then. They're fucking.
They're not reaching out to you.
They gotta get on Google AdWords right now because this they gotta get on there. Like, what's it called? Pay-per-click. And they need to fucking place down big money
for sure
on the pay-per-click and AdWords.
Right. If this one anime is overshadowing
this
massive financial company.
But now that might just be the. I hate when I do this. I really need a mouse because I hate using this pad because sometimes I'll put two fingers down on it and then it'll zoom way out. And then I got to zoom back in. But if you don't do a Google image search and you're just on the regular thing, then lots of Vanguard search links pop up. But on the image search, it's the anime. But needless to say, I've never heard of this company before. But there's so many financial companies out there.
There are. Yeah, who can really keep track?
Like we should literally you could play a game where you name one and then I name one and then we go to see who can't name one.
Want to do that right now? Charles Schwab.
Prudential.
Fidelity.
Northwestern Mutual.
Raymond James.
Okay. The place that you worked.
You interviewed there.
T. Rowe Price.
Wells Fargo.
Merrill Lynch.
Ameritrade.
Okay, that's a good one. E-Trade. Would that count?
Ooh, yeah, that would.
Would that count? Okay.
Shoot, yeah, I think I already said Fidelity.
Yeah.
Man, this is just how long I've been out of the game. We used to have a big list. You know what? You went.
What else is there? There's Salomon Brothers. Would that count?
I haven't heard of them, but maybe.
It's it's in New York. It's a really big one. Same thing with Goldman Sachs.
Yeah, they're real big ones.
I don't know. I see all these fucking commercials. Oh, Fisher Investments.
Okay.
Fisher Investments. See, I'm getting like financial commercials confused with car commercials. So I'm like,
Geico.
yeah.
Aflac.
Yeah,
Just like
insurance.
insurance
It's like,
companies.
was that insurance or was that
It seems like
401k
Mass
or
Mutual.
Yeah.
So that they might count. I'd have to.
Mass Mutual?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Equifax.
I don't know. We're gonna just start naming companies pretty soon.
Yeah, just literally, it's just brand
JP
recognition.
Morgan.
Oh yeah,
I think
JP
so.
Morgan. That's a good one. I mean, if you just like name like somebody old and who was like a president, probably has a mutual or like a financial company name.
Yeah, right.
Like John Hancock.
Oh, there you
Isn't
go.
that?
Yeah,
yeah,
there you go.
John Franklin Templeton.
Oh, that Franklin Templeton Investments.
Uh,
Deutsche Bank.
Deutsche
which
Bank.
I think they've been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deutsche Bank.
But yeah, like they said in Wolf of Wall Street, you need to have a really waspy, appealing name.
Oh, waspy? Yeah. Did they wait? Was that? How do you know that waspy term? Was that in the movie?
Yeah.
Did he
I
mention
think
that?
there. Yeah, I think there was mention of it.
Because I thought it was. I read the book for a little bit, and they do say wasp a lot in the
really?
book. I didn't realize. I haven't seen the movie in a while. I didn't realize they say it in the movie too.
Yeah, I think it's just
Waspy.
one line in there. Yeah,
Waspy.
as he's making a company that appeals to wealthy white folk.
Is that what it means, or is it an acronym?
White, I think it means white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. But
Okay.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
Was there a lot of those at Raymond?
Oh sure, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
people definitely. I think the part of it that they really want in the financial industry is just people with money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, religion. I don't think they care too much about.
Was he saying that about like the customers that they go
Yeah.
after? Oh,
I think
okay.
this was in
Gotcha.
the context of the main character is trying to create a company that'll appeal to wealthy people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Stratton Oakmont
Oh, yeah. Is that it?
was the that was the
Okay.
name, and it was like a lion logo. Like looked really official. Until you figure out that they're like pushing penny stocks,
Right,
and just
right.
dumping the stocks.
Manipulating the market.
Yeah. What was I gonna say though? What? No, I thought what you meant by WASP was the employees.
Oh
that
no,
were,
I
like,
think.
mostly white.
Oh well, that too.
Yeah. Was that how it was at Raymond James,
Or
or was it a mix?
it was mix. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a
really?
mix. They in my building. Yeah, it was diverse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, back to Arizona because I want to hear about this good ass weather. So you went to the
it was
Grand
good.
Canyon?
Yeah. So when I got there, I rented a car and
Hmm.
spent a night hanging out with my buddy Ian, and the next day got up early and headed straight north to the Grand Canyon,
Nice.
where I slept out for a night, and the next day went. I had to get a backcountry permit because apparently you need one of those to go down into the Grand Canyon.
Okay.
And,
Okay. Yeah.
And after scoring one of those, I went straight down into the canyon the next day, camped out, and hiked back up the next day.
Wow. Okay.
But
Wow.
no, it was beautiful. Yeah, it totally lived up to the hype of what I hoped the Grand Canyon would be.
Yeah. The Grand Canyon is dope. I was there. We didn't camp or hike it, but we just stood over like the ledge and saw everything. Did you go by the river? Was there water?
Yeah,
Down where you
there
were?
is water in the bottom, and actually, I even took a little dip. I really
yeah?
can't say swim, but after my hike on the first day, I stripped down to my underwear and just kind of waded out into the Colorado River.
Oh,
Which,
nice.
it was cold.
Yeah. Was it like crisp, like clear, or?
It had this kind of green look to it, but it felt clean.
Yeah.
Even despite this emerald green color, which I'm
Yeah.
not sure where that comes from. It seemed clean.
That's cool. Fuck. Yeah, what is that green color? It's probably like jade.
Yeah, it's probably it's got to be some mineral that's in the water. I'm guessing.
Limestone, or basalt, or
Basalt.
basalt.
I
Oh, is
don't
that how
know.
you pronounce
Oh,
it?
I have no idea.
Basalt. That's dope, man. Did you see the people that do the like the donkey rides.
Oh, I did. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw trips of people going up and down, and yeah, I think they're mules. I think
Oh,
mules
yeah.
and horses. But I'm not really a big fan of sharing trails with mules, and I'll tell you why, Chris.
Why is that?
That's because they shit everywhere.
I knew you were going to say that.
You knew that was coming.
I knew that was coming.
But no, it is interesting to see. Like as you see them coming, like the park ranger that's in charge of the train of mules will tell you what to do. So they say like politely to get out of the way. And there's signs at the beginning and end of the trail that say like if you come across mules, listen to the leader.
Just because of the shit.
Oh, not just because of the shit, just because there's some like narrow passes, and I think they don't want. They want to make sure they have room for the animals to go by. 'Cause, I don't know. They must not be able to tell the mules as easily to move over. We've got
mule.
hikers coming through.
Mule, get the hell out of here. Oh, by the way, the Colorado River, when it flows out of the bottom of Glen Canyon Dam, is green in color due to green algae. And the natural color of the Colorado River is light tan due to suspended brownish colored silt. Small particles in the rivers can scatter, absorb, and reflect light.
Okay, that makes sense.
Algae, yeah, that would make sense.
So it's got a little algae in there.
Yeah.
And
is there fish in the river?
I'm not sure. I didn't see anybody fishing. But I guess it probably just wouldn't be a convenient place to fish either, since I think the only way into it is either by raft or by hiking in and out, or helicopter.
Oh, you can raft it too?
Yeah, there were groups of rafters down there when I got there.
That'd be fun.
The ones I talked to, they were on a 3-week trip. Wow. So this was like at the end of the first week, and it was like the only place where they would be able to, this was like the most close to civilization point. And so they were all day hiking all the way to the top and back down just to send postcards and mail stuff, which I thought was pretty wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
that's an intense trip.
Were they kayaking, any of them? Or canoe?
These ones were all rafters.
Oh, okay.
So I think a few of them were like, a group of like 3 rafts together. So it was a group of probably like 20 people all together. And that they were camping out every night. Some real, some real outdoorsy type of people. So
the raft is like the blow up one, you mean?
Yeah, it's here I'll see if I have a picture I can show you.
Cuz I have before. I've whitewater rafted, actually. Believe it or not, in West Virginia. And it was actually the rapids that we went on weren't crazy like you see in like I don't know, like the Alec Baldwin bear movie. Nothing like that. But they did get a little rough, and like one of my like dad, I think, almost fell out of the raft that we were doing it.
I think you really need to know what you're doing for intense rafting.
Oh yeah. And you got to have a good guide.
I mean, even in that area, like you can see that there's some, out here you can see me, wading out, but you can see the edge of a raft there.
Okay, yeah. I got you.
In addition to my pale, pasty body.
You're good, Jake. That's a cool picture because you got the mountain in the background too.
Yeah, and here I'll have this is a better shot. Sort of an overhead view.
Okay.
So those are a bunch of rafts just right up on the shore.
Damn, that's cool. And then up at the top there, is that like the trail? Like, or is that just in my eyes? They're just deceiving me.
Yep, that's the trail up there. So there's like a little tiny side trail going down to the beach there. Yep.
Damn. That would be fun to like kayak or raft down the river.
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
That would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you'd have to know what you're doing, and I think there's like even different like class certifications. I could be totally wrong about that. I've never rafted. So
Oh, you never rafted?
well, actually, no,
Like
I did once out west, but I've nothing serious.
No white water.
No
rapids.
white water rapids. And from one of the bridges there, you can see rapids. So
Oh, okay.
I could I could see how you could get tossed right out of one of those things if you.
Yeah. When we went in West Virginia, it was like my dad, brother, and I were with a guide, and she got tossed out of the raft.
Oh,
And
who did?
She,
The guide?
Yeah,
or-
the guide.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's not what you want to see.
No, because dude, like we need you
Right.
to help
we need you
us.
in the boat.
We need you
to
in
tell
the
us
boat.
what to do.
She was intense too at like certain points, like when you really had to like paddle. I forget her like the commands. There was like a couple of different commands. She's like, all right, we're gonna do this. When I say this, do this. When I say this, do this. And she'd be like, paddle, and trying really hard. She got tossed out, and she literally, I didn't even notice until I saw her climb back into the boat, like all by herself.
Wow.
Like she was just
She just made her way back.
yeah, she did.
Wow, that's
She was
crazy.
intense, yeah. And she was like, yeah, they got fucking flung off.
And where was this that you were at?
West Virginia.
West Virginia.
It was right around the Snowshoe Mountains. Yeah, I think so. Snowshoe Mountains.
It was like a day trip.
It was like a family week thing, like a week trip. I think it was in the summer. This was when I was really young. Or actually, you know what? It wasn't that young. It was when I was in high school.
Okay.
I think sophomore year of high school. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like it would be a good age for it.
Yeah. Yeah. It was really cool. But West Virginia, I don't know. It was fun, but a lot of mountains.
Oh yeah.
A lot of mountains.
A lot of mountains in West Virginia.
A lot of mountains in West Virginia. There's no real I don't know. It's different than here. There's no real I didn't really see any suburbs like in Northville,
Right.
type things. Maybe if you go to the college town,
More
area.
small towns.
Yeah, small
type of thing.
towns. I just picture the movie Deliverance.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't think there's a whole lot of people living in West Virginia.
No, their population.
Can't be that.
It's
I think
small.
Charleston's the capital.
Yeah, Charleston.
And but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not even sure if Charleston, if there's
Not
a
too.
ton of people
No,
compared to.
there can't be. Oh, thanks, Jake. I know this thing keeps getting in the way, and then I can't fucking move this mouse. Charleston, West Virginia, because there is a Charleston, South Carolina too.
Right. Very different.
Very different. Yeah, Charleston. Oh no, I wasn't in Charleston. I was in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and then Charleston is south by an hour or two, I think. Population as of 2017 of Charleston, West Virginia is 48,000.
That's not too big. So that's
No, that's really
I think
small.
Northville's 20,000. So picture
Yeah,
2.5 Northvilles for the capital
and that's
city.
a capital. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too big.
Um,
It's smaller than Royal Oak.
is it? Yeah.
Because I remember Royal Oak's
Royal Oak is
about
big.
55,000 people.
Wow.
So
yeah.
it's smaller than that for
Like a
the
capital
capital
city.
city for a state.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah, West Virginia, it's a different place. Huh?
It is a different place. I'd go back again. And especially because you like the hiking.
Oh yeah.
I feel like you would like West Virginia, all that mountainous terrain. Have you ever been?
Only the only time I've done any hiking through there, the AT passes through Harper's Ferry, but that's so it's only there for a mile, and Harper's Ferry is in the far eastern part of it,
Oh, okay.
and so yeah, it's just that one little town that it passes through.
The eastern. Okay, yeah, the eastern. Yeah, who did the border for West Virginia? That the arm
Right,
that
that
it's
kinda hangs
fucking
out.
jagged like that.
I'd be curious to know what
God,
that
yeah.
history is. I don't know.
Isn't there's like a special, this might not be West Virginia, but there's like a special like spot where Tennessee meets Kentucky and West Virginia. Do you know? It's not like the Cumberland Gap, but it's, and it's not like the Four Corners thing, like with Wyoming, Nevada.
Yeah,
It's something like that.
Huh? No, I'm not sure what that is.
God.
Yeah, I think I could be just making up history here, but no, I think West Virginia didn't break off from Virginia in the Civil War.
Oh, in the Civil War it broke off?
I think so, because I think West Virginia stayed with the Union, but I, once again, could be totally making that up.
I'm searching that right now.
I know there was a big battle in Harper's Ferry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yep.
In the Civil War?
In the Civil War.
Like as big as like Gettysburg, or?
I don't think so, but but yeah, here I'm just dabbling, and I could just be entirely making up history here.
Oh yeah, bigger than Gettysburg.
Oh,
like
totally.
Stonewall Jackson, like it was like a focal like point in the war. Okay, so West Virginia became a state in 1863.
Okay, well that's
what is
during
that?
the Civil War.
Oh, during. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, gonna have to do some show notes.
Yeah.
Follow up
Oh
on
yeah,
this.
like in the info. Like click here for more info.
Here, just as an epilogue. Come on, and after doing some research, let's clear up this West Virginia issue.
And then we have to like issue redactions for like all the like misquotations.
Like,
and
most of this show, we're just saying shit.
We're just spitballing here.
Just guessing at things.
God, we have to redact. We misrepresented so many like things.
Origins of whole states.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Wyoming, it touches West Virginia, doesn't it?
Okay. I got to stop you there.
Okay. All right. Let's hold
All
on.
right. That's not even close. That's
Calling bull on that one.
But you know that Four Corners thing, right? That's real.
Oh, that is real. I've been there.
Have you?
It's, yeah, that's Utah, Colorado, I think New Mexico.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I want
and
to say
Nevada.
Arizona, I think.
Oh yeah, Arizona. Yeah. Four
So
Corners.
they're all straight lines.
And so like literally you just walk around and you're like, I'm in Colorado.
Yeah.
I'm in Arizona.
Yep.
I'm in Utah, Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico. And you're just literally like, oh, I'm over here. Oh, I'm over here.
Yep. I think that's big reason for the destination, that appeal.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm
Hey.
in 4 states in a minute.
Damn. Yeah, you're in 4 states at the same time.
Yeah, if you just kind of wrap your arms around that pole.
Yeah. That's so crazy, like that you can diminish that down to like a single, like this right here.
Single point.
This longitude and latitude, like to the like nano degree is where all these states meet right here.
Yeah.
Do you think it's like a rough? Do you think some guy was just like,
guessing?
"Yeah, it's might be over here, and they just slid like a little coaster, like right.
Or if you found out, like if they marked it out over 100 years ago, and then now that we have GPSs, found out, we were off by like 50 yards.
Yeah,
it's not even
good.
I mean, or maybe we've been accurate. I don't know.
That would be pretty if they were only off by 50 yards, and who knows when they put this thing there. But I guarantee you they didn't have GPS.
No, they
when they
certainly
put that
did
there.
not.
So
No.
to only be off by 50 yards, it's not bad. But then you figure into like tectonic plate shifting. It's probably shifted it.
That's a whole other.
Or maybe depending, not because tectonic plates are different than the borders of the states. So like the United States could be on one tectonic plate, or no? Do you know what I'm saying?
No. Oh, I know what you're saying. I mean, on a way long enough timeline. I mean, the whole world used to be one big continent, right?
Oh,
so
right,
so
right.
I mean, if we were drawing up borders from then to now, stuff would definitely be shifting around.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, they say
It's-
part of California is going to break off sooner or later.
Yeah.
Due to this, what is it, the San Andreas fault?
Yeah. I was just reading something on Natural News about an earthquake, like a mega earthquake to hit the West Coast. And they referenced another fault line that was actually way bigger and massive than the San Andreas fault. They're like,
really?
oh yeah, this fault line makes the San Andreas fault look like a baby. And it stretches from like Seattle like all the way down, and they were saying like we're due for like a massive mega earthquake, and if that happens, that the West Coast would be like the entire West Coast would get like just messed up.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
that's scary.
It's very scary to think about.
The West Coast has too many, possibilities for natural disasters.
I know.
They've got fires, earthquakes,
Fires, droughts,
droughts. That's
like,
a bad one.
hurricanes.
Hurricanes, even. Yeah, I think that's possible.
Hurricanes?
Not so
Really?
much with hurricanes.
Oh
but
yeah,
it's got.
I have heard of hurricanes hitting like Hawaii.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
heard they've gotten hurt, and then like California might get like the like residual.
Yeah, maybe some. Nah, I don't think
Yeah.
they get big ones, do they?
I don't think so, and I think it's because the Pacific is so big that it's not as warm as the Atlantic.
Well, yeah,
is.
I think it's a cold water. I think it is. Yeah, I think it is a cold water just
Yeah.
due to the currents and all that.
Yeah,
If the
currents.
well, I forget the name of the current that goes from the Gulf current that goes from
Gulf
the
current.
Gulf over to Europe.
Oh, okay.
I think that passes around the southern United States.
Oh, I got you.
Which I think that's
Okay.
what's responsible for all that warm, hurricane-prone water.
Yeah, dude, yeah, that makes sense. You've watched the
I mean,
Weather Channel,
hey,
you know.
Once again, could just be making stuff up here.
I like that. I am kind of thankful that we don't really have to deal with hurricanes up here.
Me too. We
Yeah.
here in Michigan, so supposedly earthquakes have happened, but
I felt an earthquake in, I forget the year. I think it was 2014. I was in my room on my computer, and I felt the roof. Like I felt like something was on the roof. Like the roof was making a lot of noise, and it literally kind of like felt like it was shaking. And I was like, "Oh my god, like an animal or something, like a bird or like a duck, goose landed up there." And then I searched online, and sure enough, there was like a 4 point something magnitude earthquake that happened.
yeah, that sounds big. Now that you say it, I vaguely remember that
Yeah.
happened, but I never knew it.
Yeah. And it's weird because I felt like the house, like I was like, oh, like what is going, like it just felt really weird.
Oh, I can imagine.
Because I've never experienced that before. So I had no clue. It's not like I'm out looking for earthquakes, you know? It's
Quake Chaser.
yeah, Quake Chaser. Yes.
It's a good idea.
That would be a show. Holy shit, Quake Chasers.
Quake Chasers. It's just unpredictable events.
Yeah.
Guys in a van.
Yeah, like most of the show is literally just guys sitting around.
Just hoping for the big
Yeah,
one to
just-
happen.
Yeah, so they have to like spice up the show. They have to like make storylines.
You'd probably have to have a lot of interpersonal drama.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lots of
Cast
that.
members in the van sleeping with each other.
All right, yeah. Yeah. And you totally do like the off camera like interviews.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Oh, for sure.
Oh, I just know Rachel and John.
Rachel and John, I don't think they're really in this for chasing quakes. The big one. I don't think they even believe in what we're doing here.
And then like as a season finale, they get like a call from like the National like Weather Center. It's like, God, we got an epicenter here. We got one.
We got one for you, boys.
We got an epicenter.
We need to get on this before it hits.
Yeah, it's nowhere near where you're at, but we're gonna need you there.
And then just montage as they like spring into action, run out of the Denny's.
They're running out of Denny's into the mystery machine.
Oh yeah.
And they got, like, a show like that, like Quake Chasers, because I've seen Storm Chasers, and those vans that they drive, or whatever cars, they got so much technology in there. They got like sensors at the top, like computers just hooked up in the cars, guys on like headphones. They got like the big old like battleship, like boom, like the radar. Boom.
And I can't even imagine what they would have in the Quake Chasers, man.
Oh, the Quake Chasers, yeah. Oh, they would definitely have that, like the what is it, sonar?
Oh,
thing?
for sure.
With like the crosshairs and just the one like big hand just going around like
digitally. Oh, you need some kind of sonar. Boop, boop, boop,
boop. And there's like dots like coming in, and like they keep getting closer. It's like, oh my god, it's gonna hit us. No.
Quake is coming right for us.
And then they just disappear.
And the van would look kind of like a Mad Max type of van.
Yeah, Mad Max.
A bunch of just eccentrics just hoping for the quake.
It's not a van, it's like a Hot Wheel.
Oh yeah, you've got like flames. It's got like a roll cage on it.
Yeah, the roll cage. It's like the Tyco RC like cars.
Oh, for sure. And then sponsored by the Weather Channel.
Yeah, sponsored by the Weather Channel. I remember the one Tyco RC car. It would literally, like, even if it like flipped, like it could still go. You know what I'm talking about? Like the tires were thick, and like it could flip and like go 180 the other way, or it could flip this way.
Whoa.
Like that, you would need that in an earthquake.
Yeah.
Because who knows where your car gets tossed.
Man, somebody's got to start developing that technology.
Yeah.
If we're going to keep up with this.
It'll come. Oh, I would believe that.
I mean, you think Elon Musk is going to start getting in on it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, sure.
He just came out with a new Tesla. I was listening, like on Joe Rogan, they were just talking about it, and allegedly it goes like 0 to 60 in like under 2 seconds for an electric car. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I don't know if being electric it's faster.
I believe it is. It is for acceleration.
Okay.
Yeah, something to do with just the difference in that versus a combustion engine.
Yeah, because a combustion, you'd have to convert like carbon into like like fuel into gas to. I don't know if I'm making sense here.
Oh no.
Versus like electricity, it's just much more efficient.
I think so. Yeah, I can't claim to really know why.
I mean, because you turn on a light switch and lights come on.
Right, it can go from
like starting a lawnmower.
It can go to full capacity immediately.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you're the expert in this, being an
Yeah,
electrician.
right.
So
I replaced a plug today, Chris. I'm very proud of myself.
Oh yeah. What was going on at your sister's?
I understand she was using her hairdryer on the high setting
in the hot tub.
In the hot tub. Yeah, that would have been a problem, but no, yeah, just had some lights on in the hairdryer, and tripped a fuse, which looked like some old school light bulb looking fuse, and so I got the call, went over there, and took this fuse out, went to Home Depot, found the replacement, just twisted it right in, and voila!
Wow,
lights came on, and I had to pretend like I expected that to happen.
Nice. Yeah. So was this like old school, like Frankenstein with like the big like you pull in that switch? Like...
Man, I wish. No, it just looked like 3 little tubes on the wall of one of the bedrooms, and like one of them like looked like it had burnt out. And if you looked like into this little bulb, you could tell that there is like a little fuse in there. So we just replaced that little bulb that with a fuse in it. So it's got a new one now.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it's been a high action. Oh, plus I was at my grandma's, put new seat covers on her seats, so I'm just handyman.
Like the ones we're sitting on right now?
Kind of like this,
Yeah.
except the pad is drilled right into the wooden base.
Oh, okay.
So
It's
so I
not
went
going
over there
anywhere.
to just like screw that right in.
Mm-hmm.
And it did the whole thing in about 3 minutes, and my grandma's hero now.
God bless. Wait, where does your grandma live?
She lives only like a couple miles away at 6 in Haggerty. So
That's where I live.
Where,
Yeah.
where do you live? You live just a little bit further
Right next
west
to
of there.
Ward.
Oh,
Ward
okay.
Church.
Oh, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
Where
My
does she
grandma,
live?
she lives on the south side of 6 Mile. Just
Okay.
in that like big condominium neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yep.
But golf course.
Yep, yeah, with a
Yeah.
golf course in there.
Yeah, okay. Does she live close by close by the golf course?
She does, yeah. If she sits on her front porch, I think she sees the first hole of the golf course.
Okay.
So yeah, in the summer she
Yeah.
likes to sit out there and look at the golfers.
Yeah. Look at everybody whiffing, swinging, and missing at the ball.
Yeah, and I think if they hit the balls really hard, I think occasionally they'll end up like right in front of her porch.
I hit a house golfing there.
Did you really?
I got so afraid because I swung and I sliced it pretty bad, and it bounced on the sidewalk. So when a golf ball bounces on a sidewalk, like it bounces, it's like a
for
bouncy
sure.
ball, and it just flew, and it hit the side of a house. It was so close to a window. God, I watched. I was like, no. Luckily, it just hit the side.
If it went through the window, would you have just grabbed your clubs and just run away?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
for
probably
sure.
would have. Although I gotta believe that if you live on a golf course, they like the golf course, like you're insured. Like the golf course kind of
It would
pays
pick
for
that up.
damages. Yeah.
I would hope so.
I would have to believe that.
I mean, I would run away anyway. But
Yeah, no,
I wouldn't
I
stick
would
around
still-
to find out.
And I was in a golf cart too, which is nice.
So you didn't even have to run.
I could speed away at 5 miles an hour.
Hit it.
Hit it.
This isn't a Tesla.
Yeah. Oh yeah, golf carts are electric.
Right, yeah.
Or are they? Yeah, yeah.
I think they usually.
So actually, I've been
maybe
in
some.
I've been in some that are gas, and
That
you can
sounds
tell
right.
because they're so loud. It's like starting a lawnmower
Right.
at that point. Hopefully, someday, if I ever get rich, I'm gonna just have a golf cart. Just zip
for
around
sure.
like the yard and stuff
Around the neighborhood.
around the neighborhood too.
Take it.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. For sure.
That's what my friend Greg from high school, Greg Oldham, if you
Mhm.
remember him,
Yeah, I do.
because he lives next to Mayberry, and
Mhm.
he has a golf cart that I remember one time going over his house, and he was like, oh yeah, let's go to Taco Bell, like the one on 8 and Haggerty,
Mm-hmm.
and he drove the golf cart there from his house.
Wow, that's
Not-
living the dream.
Yeah.
Really. It's
Like not on the street. He went on the sidewalk. Like I remember him going through the drive-through window,
did he really?
and like the people working there were like taking pictures of him. Like holy shit! Like this guy just shows up in a golf cart.
At the taco. What Taco Bell location is this?
The 8 and Haggerty.
8 and Haggerty.
Yeah.
Oh, how did he get all the way from? And he lives by Mayberry.
Oh wait. Okay. I'm sorry. Meadowbrook.
Meadowbrook. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
right.
sorry. Yeah, not Mayberry.
Gotcha.
Complete opposite. Like
They're both 8
end.
Mile. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, they are both 8 Mile.
But
Um.
man, that's
Yeah.
crazy though. That
Yeah,
you went right
he
through the
just-
drive-through.
He went right through the drive-through, like, and he just rode right on the sidewalk, you know. And, yeah, it was funny.
That is.
It was very funny. That's why I
And then you
want one.
just rode home with a Mountain Dew and a beefy 5-layer burrito.
Oh yeah,
It's right on the sidewalk.
and the Crunchwrap Supreme.
Oh, man, that sounds great.
I used to get that a lot at Taco Bell on
Ooh.
campus. I'd get the Crunchwrap.
It is good.
It was good. Either that or I would do dollar menu, get like 2 burritos and like 3 tacos.
Did you always like Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I ate it a lot in college.
Oh, I
Not
did too.
anymore, but
Yeah, when I was younger, I think I didn't really appreciate it. Maybe I just didn't understand it. But when I went to college, like just like a switch flipped in my brain.
Is there a Taco Bell at State?
There is. It's not Division, but it's right on Grand River.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's been there forever.
Yeah.
It's an institution, I believe.
I used to. Yeah, I ate a lot of Taco Bell. I never got their breakfast. I've never had that.
Oh, I have. It's
it
worth
good?
it. It is good if you like breakfast food.
Breakfast and like a breakfast burrito. Like I've had those are good. Like get a nice tortilla and you just get your sausage
I believe
in
they
there.
make a breakfast Crunchwrap Supreme. Yeah, I bet you would like it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you
Wow.
yeah, it's got eggs, sausage, like a special I want to say chipotle sauce in there. It's
Really?
it's good.
Wow.
I take one right now.
Well, there is that one close by you, right down here.
Yeah, yep.
Or it's on
Yonder, yep.
Plymouth
Mm-hmm. And
and
Mill Street.
Stark. Or yeah,
or,
Mill.
or Starkweather. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been to that one a little bit. Yeah, but I just don't eat fast food anymore.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That is smart.
Actually, well, unless it depends if you count like these Mediterranean places where you could get like a chicken shawarma wrap.
I would not
But
count that.
But it's not like I feel like that's healthier.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Compared to a Crunchwrap Supreme.
because I don't think they fry. Like a shawarma isn't like fried chicken. It's like marinated on the spigot thing.
And plus, I think they have, real vegetables in there. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Not like iceberg lettuce.
not just like a little old iceberg lettuce.
Not GMO
Sure.
tomatoes. Yeah. Yeah, I think Mediterranean's healthy. Like if you ate Mediterranean like a couple times a week, I don't think that's bad. Really. Now,
I don't think so.
like now, I will say like if you stuff yourself, like you want everything in moderation.
Sure.
But,
Yeah, I think anything could be bad.
yeah,
But,
right. Yeah, anything can be bad.
But no, I think, eating good Mediterranean food a couple times a week sounds healthy to me.
Yeah. It's that olive oil.
That olive oil, the tahini, what is it?
Oh,
tahini sauce?
Yeah.
Oh, hummus.
Hummus.
I think.
Yeah.
It's all good stuff.
The garlic sauce too.
Ooh, that garlic sauce. That's where it's at.
That garlic sauce is good. Or tzatziki too.
I had a gyro today with
Did
that
you
tzatziki
really?
sauce. I did. Yeah.
Oh, where'd you get it from?
I got it at my grandma's house when I went
What?
to put and she got it from the Coney Island,
Okay.
which
The Senate?
that
one
is
right
the
next-
one near your house, but
Yeah.
no, she got it at Leo's nearby.
Oh, okay.
Which we were saying, like the Coney Island, that's kind of a Detroit thing.
Yeah,
like
it
if you
is.
try to explain that to people who aren't from Michigan, like they don't really understand it.
Yeah, like
if this-
like a coney dog?
Right, like-
what do you
No, it's like a diner, but they kind of have Greek type food there too.
Yeah. They do. Damn, was it so the gyro was good?
Oh, it was great. Do you ever eat gyros? Since you have some, Greek adjacent heritage.
Oh yeah. Adjacent, yes. We were annexed by Greece at one point.
At one point in their history.
At one
they
point.
had a notable guy by the name of Alexander who was,
Yeah. He
seemed
was
pretty
Macedonian.
influential. Yeah.
Until the Treaty of Belgrade that established. I'm making that up. I'm sorry.
The show notes are going to be long tonight.
Yeah. Tons of annotations. Oh God. But yeah, I do eat gyros. I haven't had one in a while. It's been a while. Now, was yours, is it lamb?
This one, yeah, I believe it was lamb. It's
Yeah.
the original, which is either lamb or a mixture of lamb and beef.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, but no, it was great. Whatever it was,
And you got it in the wrap?
got it in the wrap, and it's got
Yeah.
some veggies in there. I think some tomatoes,
Yeah.
onions,
Yeah.
and yeah, and then the tzatziki sauce on top, which ooh,
That sounds
can't get
good.
enough of that.
Dude, you're making me hungry, man.
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
After this, we'll get a gyro and a crunch wrap.
A gyro. Yeah.
There's our friend Kevin says a gyro.
Oh, a gyro. Yeah, yeah. A gyro. Well, actually, last night I had Mediterranean. So I trained with my friend Mark. We did like a full-on man training.
Oh yeah, what's involved
Like,
in that?
It was crazy. We went to the high school, and Mark has like just 25-pound kettlebells. We started off kettlebell farmers walks around the track. So we would try to go as far as we can, and then the other guy would take over.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you did just tag teaming, switching off.
And the thing too was he wrapped the kettlebells in what's it called? In like elastic band, like workout elastic band. And then he hooked around the elastic band these like grip I don't know how you would call them, but you'd put these things on like if you're benching, put them on the bench so it makes the grip fatter. So you can't clench fully around the bar.
Okay, that makes sense.
So we used them a lot. Like when I worked for the Michigan football team, we'd use them a lot like on pull-ups. So you go from gripping the bar like this to now you're more like this. So your grip is like really tested.
Okay.
And we would even do it on bench press, believe it or not, too, because they were saying like
Makes sense.
if your grip is stronger, for some reason your bench will increase.
I would
you'll
believe
get
that.
stronger at the bench press. That's why you see they have like fat bars. If you've ever seen those.
No, I haven't. But
Yeah, they have like literal like fat bars where the whole bar is like twice the like circumference of a regular like standard bar.
so they can probably use that for anything. Yeah. Deadlift.
Oh, it'd be
whatever.
so tough to deadlift because you couldn't, like, I can't imagine. Oh, it'd be tough.
Man, that's
Yeah.
No, I can see though. Yeah, for grip strength, that's everything.
Yeah, I'd have to find like research on that, but they do say that like if you want to get your bench bigger, like work on that grip. Also your back. They say if you have a strong back, you can bench more. But yeah, this like man workout was he took those things and hooked them around the elastic band, and the band hooked around the kettlebell. So now think.
So would it be just like the elastic
Yes.
in between that? Okay, so you don't
Yeah.
have like so it's kind of bouncing around.
Yeah. So that's the
Oh.
thing is when you're walking, you kind of have to really like stabilize, or else the kettlebells just start bouncing everywhere,
Oh man.
and you're just wasting energy letting the kettlebell just take you wherever you want. But you have to like really like tighten your back, like tighten your scapula, make sure your shoulders are stable, your abs are working, and just going,
Wow.
just walking.
So, I've never done farmers walks. Does that work on your traps, your legs? What's going on there?
I honestly think it's like a full body. I mean, yeah, obviously,
your core.
yeah, your core. I mean, probably primarily, like you were saying, your traps, your grip.
Oh yeah,
Like
grip for sure.
arms. But definitely, it's a whole body thing. Because even like towards the end, like my legs started to feel it.
Oh yeah,
They really did. And it's like my low back a little bit too, like my lats, kind of everything.
Yeah,
Was just feeling it.
doing that for a quarter mile. Yeah, man, that's
We did a total of 2 laps, and we only set it down. We each only set it down twice. So so basically we each went 200 meters ish on one walk. So I would walk 200 meters, he would walk 200 meters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who carried it more? It's okay.
Probably Mark. No, to be honest, probably Mark. Mark almost made it a full lap.
Oh,
without putting it down.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But he's bigger than me too.
Oh yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah. And I'm only 150. So
Man. But you're crazy though, so
yeah. Yeah. So after that, so we did that as the warm up. We did some med ball tosses. He brought a med ball out there. We did some tosses. And then we took the kettlebells and we went to just like the bleachers out in front of the track. Like they're not like too big. But we went out there and we did shoulder presses with the kettlebells and then like going up the steps and then coming down, going up and kind of just snaking like that up and down the steps.
With the kettlebells overhead or
overhead.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
like fully, like I wasn't completely locked out, but like as best as I could.
Yeah, with two 25-pound kettlebells. That's woo.
And I tried, you ever want to get a good workout, invert the kettlebell. So the like big end is like on top. So if I'm got the handle here, so it's like up here like this. And then try to do shoulder presses like that. Cause
that'll really, talk about working your wrist.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Cause you have to work to keep the bulbous part up.
Man, that's a
and
good
not
word.
Falling down. Yeah, the bulbous.
The bulbous end.
The bulbous end. And just do shoulder presses just like that. Up and down. Kettlebells are great, man.
Man, I've never gotten into it, but no, that'd be interesting to try.
Yeah. Kettlebells, you can do so much with kettlebells. That's all like those Russians. How do you think all those Russians and Ivan Drago got big?
Kettlebells.
Kettlebells.
I'm trying to think of the name of like the really famous like Russian kettlebell workout guy. There's probably more
Igor
than one.
Spensky or like
Sounds right. Yeah, something like that.
It's like that's either a hockey
Igor
player.
Sputnik.
Yeah. It's either like I just named either like an NHL player, like the inventor of kettlebells, or a cosmonaut. Like one of the three.
Oh, for sure. Could have done all of them.
He could
Real
have.
Russian Renaissance man.
Oh, and then so after that, we finished off sledgehammers. And we got
really?
Yeah, we got at the high school, there's an area where they have a bunch of tires like for the football team. And we just rolled one out like into like this picnic area in the back of the high school. And we just Mark has a 10-pound sledgehammer and we would just hit the tire with it.
Oh wow. Did you like both sides? Just switching it up.
Yeah, we'd switch it up.
Wow.
That was tough. And I used to use the sledgehammer a lot with them, and I haven't in like many years. So it was definitely like my body felt it.
Well, especially after doing everything else.
Yeah.
You have to be sore already.
And I did sprints too.
Oh, and you guys
of
did
that.
sprints? Dude, oh, yeah, that'll...
Yeah, like gassers and
Ooh.
suicides and stuff.
And so you guys kind of finished up with the sledgehammer?
Yeah.
Wow. That's...
As the sun was going down in the background. But yeah, dude, that sledgehammer, that'll get you. That's a man's workout.
That is.
Right there.
That is a man's workout.
Especially 10 pounds that's heavy. That is really heavy. I was hoping he has an 8-pounder. I was really hoping he brought that. He's like, no, I got the 10-pounder, Chris. I'm like, fuck. Okay.
Chris, this is the man workout.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I would show up with the 8-pound sledge.
That's true. Yeah. But like, oh man, it was just like taking it back and then having to pull it overhead, slam it down. And that's a full body workout too.
Yeah.
Because it's not just like your shoulders and your grip.
You got the lats. You got
your legs
your hips,
too.
Yeah.
Like to like swing it down and like explode through that. Whew.
Wow.
It's tough. We did both overhead and we did some side. a
Oh.
little bit of side, and I did kind of like golf swing a little bit.
Whoa.
Like you're swinging like a croquet mallet.
Oh,
a
wow.
little
I'm
bit.
trying to picture that.
Yeah.
And then like it's
was fun.
hitting, it's like contacting the tire, like around where your legs are, your feet are.
Yeah. Yep. That was tough. And then we also did something. We flipped it around on its side, the sledgehammer, which is a little different. I can't explain it. It's so obviously when you swing a sledgehammer, all the weight is like in line with you, right? But when you twist it on its side, all the weight is out here.
Huh.
So when you try to swing it down on its side, it's so much harder.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that I can imagine it would be, but I'm trying to like picture like the reasoning in my head for why.
I'm trying to give you like a good like physics explanation, like minute physics like explanation.
Just the show notes just keep getting
But I
longer,
can't.
Chris.
Yeah. Well, due to the centripetal forces and
I'm gonna just diagram this out real quick.
due to the second law of thermodynamics, it just makes sense that energy has to be conserved. Here, I'm gonna
See, I mean, I can see like the aerodynamics, it would be slightly more surface area on its side, but it's probably more than that.
Okay, properly swing a slide.
Somebody on Google knows.
Keep it safe. Wow. Okay, I don't need safety concerns. It's like
Safety
it's
for
like
your
first
man
off,
workout.
why are you swinging it so that you hit the flat side? That is a safety concern.
I like that comes up. It's like,
Yeah.
why would you do that, dummy?
First off, why are you using a sledgehammer the wrong way? Second off, I don't know. I can't fucking find it. Whatever. Just believe me when I say it. It's harder. I don't know why.
I'll take your word for it. I picture it. I'm not sure why I picture it, but yeah,
It was a great workout,
I'm just
though.
gonna have to get a sledgehammer out.
I think every guy should have a sledgehammer. You never know when you'll need it.
No, I mean, it's multi-use.
Yeah.
Self-defense.
So- Zombie
yeah.
apocalypse.
Zombie apocalypse. If you need to do any home renovation, a little demolition.
If you're ever at a carnival and
Yeah, you need
you want to bing ting.
you want to
do
win a
that.
stuffed animal for your girl.
Yeah. Oh, Mark also had an axe too.
Oh
with
yeah.
them.
Did you use the axe for anything?
No, he brought it out in case like if we saw like any, I don't know, like a dead like tree or anything like that, and to swing that. He says he actually goes to Mayberry every once in a while, and he'll find like just like a dead log, and he'll get a workout just
Wow.
hitting the log with it.
I wonder if anybody wonders what's going on if they see him just walking out there on the path with an axe over his shoulder.
Yeah. That is fair to say.
But
That is fair to say.
I imagine some person hiking around and seeing somebody just off in the woods,
Yeah.
swinging an axe.
Swinging an axe. I wish we could have swung that axe because it's a little different than a sledgehammer. It's a lot lighter. First off, so it's just different feel.
Yeah.
Like swinging faster versus swinging for power.
Right, and when it contacts wood, I
Then you
imagine
got to pull it out,
Right.
too. So that's a workout in and of itself.
Oh, for sure, it's got to be some kind of difference there too.
Yeah. And it's shorter too, so like the sledgehammer's kind of long shaft and the axe is a little shorter.
A little less leverage, maybe.
Yeah.
Just throwing around the physics words now.
Yeah. Leverage.
Leverage.
Second law of thermodynamics. Relativity.
All that
Just
is at play.
basics. Just basic stuff. Planck's constant.
No, I don't. No.
You've never heard of that? Planck's constant?
Planck's constant? No, what's going on with Planck's constant?
I don't know. I remember that name, Planck's constant,
Okay.
Avogadro's number.
You know, I never took physics in college.
Really?
Nope. It's
Really?
I was an econ major. Yeah, I got to avoid that one.
Really?
Really.
Really? I did take physics.
Yeah, and exercise. You know, that would make sense.
Yeah. For like, it came like biomechan. We had a biomechanics class, so we kind of used physics principles in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like about like your arm, like in motion. I don't know, like throwing a football. You know,
Yeah,
and calculating the force. You know, if you know the length of the arm and you know this football's coming out at like 20 miles an hour.
Did you have to know it for just physiology applications? Did you? I assume you had to take some physiology, right?
Yeah. I did.
It seems like there's some heavy science involved with that.
Yeah. Physiology was more, it was like part anatomy and then part, like, I mean, basically like body processes. Like, how do you convert your, like the sugar you take into like muscle glycogen, or like how do you, like how does blood get from, you know, your heart to, or like how does like oxygenated blood get
Distributed
and stuff like that. Yeah. All this stuff I kind of forget.
All that stuff. Yeah. Hell, it sounds like serious science to me.
That's why I want to get Ginter on, because he can explain a lot of stuff like in very like basic, like he would take like the most complicated thing and just say like, oh yeah, this goes here and
that's it.
Yeah, and that's a good impression of it.
When we lived together freshman year, he taught me calculus 1 in like 10 minutes. He's like, oh, you just use this little equation and they won't teach you it, but this is how you do it. So you can use that to check all your work. You're welcome.
Yeah.
And it worked. It worked. Like that really got me through that class.
That was a really good Ginter impression. You're welcome.
You're welcome. There you go.
Yeah. And then just like the hand signals, like.
You're doing some Trump type hand signals.
Oh well, yeah, that is more Trump. But Ginter's he always does this. Like, have you ever seen him like eyes wide open?
Oh yeah, yep. Like oh, it's like oh yeah, Calc 1 is hard.
Yeah,
eyes wide open.
Eyes wide open. Yeah,
tell he's really trying to shake his head no.
Yeah. That is so funny that he said, like, remember that time where we hung out and you said, oh yeah, I've been hanging out with Chris a lot. Like, oh yeah, Chris just, like, I've been trying to get a hold of him. Like, dude, I've been texting you every fucking week.
Yep, that's so Jeff right there. Though. Like, oh, problems entirely on his end.
Chris, yeah, God, he's just so busy. I mean,
Chris, what an inconsiderate guy.
Yeah. I love how you said, like, yeah, you know, I should have called him out on that. That's
like, none of that sounded in character. I mean, you're obviously a busy guy, but, you know, but that.
I talked to him yesterday because I thought he was back home, but it turns out he's still on campus still. But he is coming home for Christmas. Well, it's got to be either. I mean, it's got to be tomorrow or.
Sure. I mean, on campus is still only half an hour away.
That's fair. It's not like he's in.
He doesn't need to take a plane.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Right. He doesn't need to take a plane. But yeah, I talked to him. He was actually eating at this restaurant in the basement of where I work. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, sweet. Oh, okay. But he will be. We should all get together.
Did you guys get together that day when he was in your building?
No, I was actually already home.
So it was your fault this time.
Basically, yeah.
No.
We should, when he comes back home, though, we should all get together again.
Yeah, we should. And
like that one time where we went to the Ironwood. Remember when we danced with that married chick? That was
Oh,
me,
yeah,
you,
yep.
Steve was there too.
Yeah, that was a fun time.
That was really fun. That was like that was over the summer.
Yeah,
right?
that sounds right.
Yeah,
Or spring, I don't know.
yeah.
And
We
but yeah,
should do
Ian's in town too now. Back from back from Arizona.
Arizona, yeah.
So yeah, no, we should get together.
That would be a lot of fun. Yeah, because I don't see Ginter a whole lot, and I know we talk a lot about trying to just because we're so close to each other. I could just leave work. You know, when I get off work, I can just go right over to his apartment because it's right down the street. But you know, he never answers his phone. But I do, in fairness though, there are times where I text him like the day of, like as I'm leaving work. It's like, hey, I'm leaving work, can I come over? So it's like
you gotta like schedule that like a week in advance.
Yeah, I told him that too. I said, you know, next time, like I'll text you like earlier in the week so we could plan it out better.
Man, I hope he listens to this, just because you need to know you're being difficult, Jeff.
No, he does listen to this.
Good.
He does, because he told me he listened, especially when Michigan lost to Ohio State. Like I had like 3 episodes. I had like a preview episode, then I had like the night of episode, like after the carnage, and then I had like the day after. Me and my buddy Joe, who's very, very knowledgeable in like Michigan sports, got his take on it, and he listened to him, and he's like, "Dude, he texted me and said, oh, you made such a good point on this podcast." I'm like, wait, you actually listened? God bless you.
Oh yeah.
God bless. Yeah. So yeah, Jeff Ginter. Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you drive to Arizona?
No, I flew there and
Okay.
rented a car when I got there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
you rented a car.
Yeah,
What kind of car?
I ended up getting a Nissan Versa Note. And yeah, of course, when I told them I was planning on driving to the Grand Canyon, they like tried to convince me that I
Offered
needed
you a Hummer.
Yeah, exactly, like a Hummer. They were like, "Oh man, a compact car, like Jake, you know, you're going to a high elevation here. Yeah, like this little compact car isn't going to do it."
They were getting real like salesmen.
Oh, they were getting kind of salesman-y, which Steve, who had been to Arizona and had done the same trip, kind of warned me about beforehand. And you know, I just told him that I thought it would be adequate, and then it was totally fine.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it was just a paved road the whole way. You know, there was some
okay.
up and down hills, but yeah, nothing that the Nissan Versa Note couldn't handle.
Yeah. I want to take a look at this car because I feel like I know what you're talking about with this.
Here, I'll even pull up a
Oh, do you got the picture?
photo.
I can just picture you because I know you like the outdoors a lot, and I could just picture this Nissan having like a bike rack like up at the top. And like stickers like the 26.2 mile sticker and like a Cliff Bar.
This is a comment I put on there too, but
And they said my Gucci Versace all-terrain desert vehicle wouldn't make it.
that's at the campsite.
Wow.
But yeah, no
Kind
problem.
of looks like a Prius.
Kind of. Yeah, it's a hatchback.
Hatchback, yeah.
This one was anyway.
And you had like bumper stickers on the back, like "I love Michigan," like
If it was mine.
like fucking like. I know the 26.2, like the mileage bumper stickers; those are popular.
Yeah, for marathoners.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 20. Isn't that right? 26.2.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be cool to earn one of those.
Yeah.
Maybe someday.
Would
Would you ever do a marathon? I could see you doing one for sure.
I mean, I think I could do it.
Yeah.
I could finish it. Yeah.
Well, especially, if you train for it, get ready.
Yeah. I could. I don't know. I mean, right now, like mentally, that just sounds like so far. But I know that once you do something once, then your mind just kind of like, like adapts
becomes
to it.
Doable. You can do it.
Yeah. It's kind of like the first time. I don't know, like the first time I like power clean like 250.
Sounds like a lot
Like
to
the
me.
first,
Damn.
like it took me so long. Like I couldn't power clean 250 until like after senior year, like after football. And then once I got it, like then it came easy.
Right.
They said that with like the 4-minute mile too. Like the 4-minute mile was broken like 1970 something.
And then once one person did it,
like
everybody was breaking it.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
with all of those records that people think can't be done,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and somebody does it.
Somebody does it once, and then you're like, oh yeah,
Now
it is achievable.
Now, like there's probably like practically high schoolers doing it. You know.
4-minute mile. Yeah.
I mean, like they're definitely. I mean, got to be getting sub 5 minute.
There's no. Well, our record is set by Jason Turnbull,
Mm-hmm.
who I think his record was like 420 something.
Yeah.
That's in high school.
Right.
Now he ran track and cross country at Clemson
Did he? Okay.
University. Yeah, so I guarantee you he's got to be close. But then again, you never know because 20 seconds sounds like. I mean, 20 seconds. We could time 20 seconds right now. It's like, oh yeah, that's easy. But
Oh, I mean, the margin for when you get that get that close has to be huge.
Yeah, it's like in sprinting. Like it, I remember I thought I heard somebody like Carl Lewis was saying to shed like a tenth of a second off his like 100. It took him like years of training just to shed like 1/10 of a second.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about.
Yeah,
But that makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta achieve something now. All this
Well,
time.
you've been doing your Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
I mean,
I was there today.
Are you
This morning.
Are you still thinking about competing? I want to
Yeah.
get you out to a competition, Chris.
I
We're
want
going to
to
get you on the medal
No.
podium.
Yeah. Up there, get like the wreath like hanging on your neck. It's like that would be funny if I go out there like and like if some guy like places and he's like expecting that. He's like, "Where's my?" It's like,
Where's
dude,
my
this
wreath?
isn't the fucking Olympics. Sorry, you're at a goddamn high school.
This is a high school trip, buddy.
Yeah. All right, I'm
This
gonna
is
give
the lunch lady presenting medals.
yeah. I'm gonna just give you like this. Like, oh, is that real? Is that a gold medal? It's gold plated, dude. Like, all right.
It's not even real gold. It's
Calm
just gold
down.
paint.
Yeah. All right. Here's a
Gold colored.
Here's like a golden like chocolate coin. All right. Here you go.
Hey, it means something to you.
Yeah.
You know.
There was just a competition we had some guys go to a couple weeks ago in Columbus, and they told me I was talking to one of the guys who competed. And he said it was tough. Lots like the class, and he's heavy. He's a little heavier. Like I think he's like 200, like over 200. And he said that and he's a white belt. And he said that he just went up against blue belts. That's all it was blue belts. So they got the experience on him. And he said that they were just like jacked. They were strong.
Oh.
Very strong. And when you're strong and you know what you're doing at jiu-jitsu,
Sure.
like that's a lethal combination.
Yeah, imagine it is for any grappling sport. I remember that's how it was in wrestling.
Oh yeah, wrestling too.
But
Yeah. Like imagine wrestling, remember Mike Martin from CC? He played at Michigan, but he wrestled too.
Yep.
Like just imagine, or actually Marcel Dubose. Like
I remember Marcel.
Like just for imagine, did you ever wrestle him?
I saw him. Yeah, met him at a CMU wrestling camp.
Yeah.
One summer. Yeah, he was teaching us how to do some stuff. But no, he was just imagine just a block of muscle at 215 pounds and like 5 or 6% body fat.
Yeah.
Just ripped.
Now, was a guy like that, did he ever like overcompensate and like rely on his muscle, or what? Like, how was his technique basically? Like, was it sharp?
I never saw him wrestle anybody else, but at the camp, I remember he was teaching us how to do power double legs, which is basically unlike a regular double leg where you would have your head on the outside and it looks like a football tackle. It involves just smashing your face directly into the other person's like belly.
I think you
and so
told me
you're
about
just
this,
like
yeah.
it's just like a pure like speed and power, and then you're sort of just like taking out their legs with your arms. So I think I'm sure that he did rely, or at least it had to have been important.
Yeah.
that he was just this block of muscle.
Wow. I gotta imagine if you do that, you gotta have a strong neck to like support that, like the force
Oh, yeah.
of your face
And you're
and their abdomen.
sure, and I'm sure hitting somebody else who's also can't be some schlub.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
right. At that weight.
at that level,
Yeah.
too, at a
At that
Division
level?
I collegiate wrestling.
Yeah. Dude, I watched videos of him. And
Oh,
he
do
just
you?
looks, I mean, I don't know, I can't describe it. He just looks like you said, it's just all muscle.
Yeah, just the huge pit bull.
Yeah, like a pit bull.
Yep.
Yeah.
A human pit bull.
Didn't he end up like getting kicked off the team though at Central? Or like he stopped wrestling?
I remember something like that. I'm gonna have to ask Jeff the next time I see him.
Yeah. I'll ask Colin too.
Before I just start spewing more.
Yeah.
Just rumors.
Yeah, God forbid he listens to this.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want him to come find me.
No, we've been talking about like all kinds of landmarks and shit in this episode. He's like, all right, they're by the Taco Bell, War Church, and this golf course.
Right.
I can triangulate their position from there.
I think we both mentioned our full names. It's like these guys know nothing about Civil War history, physics,
Jeez.
geography.
He's literally triangulating
Now they're
us.
messing up details of his wrestling career.
Okay, that's not right. I don't think that's him. All I really see is like really old articles. And this just says here he was signed by CMU. So he was older like than you? Than me? Obviously.
Yeah, because I was in high school at the wrestling camp while he was in college. So he had to have at least been at least a few years older.
God, yeah, this I can't really find much. Like this was just a message board. Like, hey, have you heard of this kid? And then this was the match I watched, Travis Pettigill versus Marcel Dubose. I think it was like a state championship. And he won. Yeah. He was from Highland Park, right?
I'm not sure.
I think so, because I remember talking to this guy at Michigan who's from Highland Park, Raymond Taylor, and he said he knew Dubose. And his brother, Raymond's brother, wrestled. His brother wrestled at Iowa State. This guy, Raymond Taylor, which is Iowa State. I mean, that's legit, isn't it?
Oh, for sure.
Iowa State.
Iowa State. Yeah, that's where.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dan Gable wrestled.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
But
then,
he was the head coach at
he was
Iowa.
Yep. Yeah, that's right.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, which I didn't realize until later that kind of switched sides on
Yeah,
that rivalry.
switched sides. Wow. But is Iowa State as revered as Iowa wrestling?
I think
Like, are they
not,
as successful?
not now, but I think they're good though. Just Iowa is just for some reason just
Juggernaut.
breeds wrestlers. Like
Yeah.
all those plain states do.
Yeah.
Like Iowa, Nebraska, I think even Oklahoma. Like,
Oh, yeah, Oklahoma.
all those are good,
Yeah.
like really big wrestling states.
Yeah. Oklahoma, yeah, because like Oklahoma State, I remember seeing like they've made a lot of like semifinals, and I think they've even won a national title in wrestling.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oak State.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Penn State.
Ohio.
Yeah, Ohio State.
Ohio. I mean,
I think Michigan to some
obviously.
extent. Yeah.
Would you
Yeah.
say like is like out of like the Big Ten states, is Michigan better than as far as like high school wrestling compared to like Ohio or like Pennsylvania?
I don't know for sure, but I would bet I would bet that, like Iowa,
Oh yeah,
Nebraska, I would bet those
yeah,
are the best.
yeah.
But I know like just regionally, like the Midwest is better than the South and
Uh-huh.
like the West and West Coast.
Isn't the East Coast like
I think,
surprisingly?
yeah, I think the East Coast is surprisingly good. But yeah, I would bet Ohio is good.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure
Ohio's good at like every sport.
that's the way
They
it
got
seems.
good kids. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think Pennsylvania, like particularly Western Pennsylvania, is good.
Those steel mills.
Sure,
Those
sure,
steel mill boys.
sure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I could I could just see like all these New Yorkers just wrestling.
wrestling. So yeah, I think even like Cornell. I think
Cornell,
even like
yeah,
Ivy
yeah.
League schools, I think have decent teams.
Yeah, they do. There was a guy from Cornell who like never lost. This was a couple years ago. He was 4-time national champion, All-American. He like literally he never lost. I don't know if he
which is crazy. I think like I know Dan Gable. I think he only lost once in his career,
really.
but I don't know if it was at the collegiate level or not.
Cornell wrestling. I'm gonna try to look up this kid. That sucks that there's really like once you wrestle and you're done in college, like that's kind of it. Like, it really
Unless
kinda
you go to
sucks.
the Olympics, I guess.
Oh, Olympics, yeah.
Olympic wrestling. But
Or
you're right, there isn't a real professional
MMA.
outlet yet. I think it's really become MMA.
Yeah. Well, and wrestling sets you up perfectly for jiu-jitsu. Like you have like such an advantage, I feel like, if you were a wrestler going into BJJ, just because you're used to like being on your feet, doing the takedowns, like maintaining control over somebody.
Just the general grappling feel.
Yeah,
I would
the
bet.
grappling feel. Yeah. And just getting like your grips in and getting like underhooks and like arm drags and stuff. Because you probably use that in
Oh, for
wrestling
sure.
too,
Arm
yeah.
drags, definitely.
Because that's what I'm working on that right now. I'm having such a hard time arm dragging people. Because I don't think I get far enough up here.
Enough. Okay.
And maybe too, it's because most of the guys I go up against are just bigger too.
Sure.
So it's hard for me to just pull their just because of the weight.
Oh, yeah. I mean, weight matters with anything. But yeah, once we're done with this, we'll work on some arm drags.
Oh, okay.
No, I like doing that.
The arm drags, yeah. God damn it, I can't find this guy's name. Whatever. Oh, wait, Kyle something. That's all I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I think that was his name though, Kyle something. Yeah, he was really good. Basically, Jake, you got to come to jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I really do. I've got the gi from the
Yeah,
like the
you
college
got the
judo
gi,
class.
man.
Yeah. No,
God.
yeah.
Or do judo.
Yeah.
Go into judo again.
Yeah. No, that judo is fun too.
Yeah. Yeah, I see some of the guys practice where I'm at, and it looks like a lot of fun. And then I'll watch judo videos, like the pros, like at the Olympic level.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, they're intense. Like, I couldn't imagine right now just getting thrown at that force straight onto the mat. Like, that's got to hurt.
They get thrown pretty hard.
They do, dude. God, that would suck.
Yeah, I think jiu-jitsu, is probably more practical, but just because you can shoot on people's legs, like it's more of like the ground grappling is a lot better, but judo is cool though. It's fun.
Yeah. Well, and you do like in a competition, you can use judo because obviously you start on your feet.
Yeah, you can still use all those throws. I'm sure.
Because I remember one of our instructors was saying, like, if you want to get really good, if you want to compete, like he was saying, like he highly recommended you learn judo just so you're, able to fight from standing. Because that's where you start. Like you can't just, a lot of guys, what they do is they'll pull guard from standing. So they'll go like right to the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure. Yeah, they'll just go straight to their back.
Yeah, and then try to pull you into
them on
their
top.
Yeah. There's guys who do that, but like, what are you gonna do when that doesn't work? You need like your plan B and.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I got to get better. There was a guy today that I rolled with. He wanted to do standing, like he stood up.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, dude, I suck at this. Like,
oh yeah, that's fun.
But even when a guy stands up, you can still, if I'm just sitting down, I can still defend myself from sitting in jiu-jitsu. Like, as long as I have my feet, I can create space.
Which seems crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he shoots on me, trying to like get into like side control or like mount me, like I can shrimp away. I can keep my distance with my arm. Like, so I'm not too like, I used to kind of panic when somebody stood up and I was on the ground. I was like, holy shit, like he's got all the advantage, which he kind of does, but there's ways around it.
Yeah, there definitely does seem to be in jiu-jitsu, keeping your legs between you and
That's big. I've gotten a lot better at just maintaining distance with my legs and just like literally like not kicking, but you put your foot on their like hips and you just maintain control. Don't let them get to you. Yeah.
Man. Yeah, there's a lot there that the wrestling doesn't directly teach you. But yeah, dude, we should roll sometime.
I'm trying to think. I remember when Ginter and I on campus, we would go. They actually had mats. Steve probably remembers at the IM building, they had like a room of like just blue mats, and I don't know what they used it for, but we would go in there, and we would just roll or wrestle in there.
Oh, for sure. And I know Schoolcraft too. They have
Do they? Yeah.
Yeah, they have for their open workouts. They do have a room that has mats.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and I think you pay like $4 or $5 and for an hour or two. And so yeah, that's.
Dude, I would be really interested in doing that.
Dude, I would definitely do that
for just like solid hour.
Oh yeah,
just like drilling and rolling.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because that'd be cool. Dude, yeah, and that's right here.
For some reason, that didn't even occur to me. How
long have you been holding on to this secret?
Now that I'm thinking about it, it's coming out.
Yeah.
But my dad went there a couple times in high school.
Oh, really? Okay.
Just to work on some stuff.
Oh, that's cool. Well, yeah, your dad was a college wrestler.
Yeah, he did that as a freshman in college.
Oh, he just did a freshman year?
He did. He never started, but still just being on the team for a year at that level, you're gonna become much better.
Oh yeah, I imagine like being on a wrestling team, and I guess like a football team too, or like any collegiate like athlete. It's like you're in like boot camp.
Oh yeah,
at the Army.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Well, didn't your dad say that? Because your dad was in the military too.
Yeah.
Didn't you say that he said that the wrestling was tougher than what he experienced? In, military training.
He said, he'd run marathons and he was a Marine Corps officer and like had done all that kind of training. And he said like by far compared to anything he's done, like being a collegiate wrestler was physically the most challenging.
God, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, and I think most of it is just wrestling against collegiate wrestlers.
That's such a cool thing about wrestling is you don't really need anything. We could just wrestle right here if we like want it. Like we don't need equipment. We don't need like a football or like cleats or obviously the shoes and stuff.
Sure, but, and even that's
yeah,
somewhat superfluous.
Yeah. Well, in jiu-jitsu, we have like the no-gi classes
and shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah, literally just shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And it's literally like what the Greeks originally did.
Sure, just all you need is just to oil yourself up after.
All right, with the olive oil.
Okay.
It's good for the skin. You know.
But no, I think that's tough to explain to people that haven't grappled before. That, you know, it's like, what's the hardest part of, you know, jiu-jitsu or wrestling?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, the jiu-jitsu or wrestling. Like, it's just exhausting.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's harder than if you were just doing push-ups in the corner or running laps.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I did jiu-jitsu, is because it was just so different than what I was doing before, and just like lifting weights, you know, like bench pressing, squatting. Not that there's anything wrong with that. No. But it's just so different going up against
a human
who is there's so many like degrees of freedom and like variables that go into it. Like, I don't know.
Oh, you're right. It works you in an infinite number of ways. Yeah. That it'll make you stronger, I think, in a way that, you know, lifting weights can't make you stronger. And just in a, you know, even if it's free weights, whatever, I don't know, it's going to challenge everything. Yeah.
Because when you're like lifting weights, you're like working sometimes just in like the one plane. It's like, this is like, I'm just working in this plane. I'm going from this point to this point. And it's like 1 degree of freedom. Like, all I do is up and down. But in jiu-jitsu, you're like, sideways, upside down, sideways again.
Oh yeah, you'll end up in all kinds of crazy positions and stretched and you know, worked in all kinds of different ways you don't expect.
Shit, I didn't know I could bend like that, but I can.
Yep.
Yeah. We've been going. This is an hour and a half.
It's a long time.
That is a long time. The last one the one I did with Carl was an hour. Yeah, this is a long time. Wow. I'm sorry, we didn't really talk about your trip.
No, we got that in.
So you flew back. When did you get back?
I got back on Wednesday night.
Okay.
So yeah, I was there for 8 days too.
Nice.
Long time.
Nice. That's cool to get away like that and do a trip like that.
Yeah, I was really glad to get the chance to do it, and it you know,
clear your head.
Went off.
Did you clear, like, does your head kind of like mentally you're like escape a little bit, like in the, you know, canyon and the mountains? And
I felt like camping was good for that, and definitely, like, as cliche as it sounds, being in the outdoors and, you know, hiking, it's all very, very relaxing. And and any time you go on vacation, I think it's clears your head, and I definitely came back feeling relaxed.
Nice. So now what's the plan now?
The plan now
take another trip?
We're gonna go to Schoolcraft and Roll. That's
okay.
The plan.
Literally. No. Well, they might be.
Plus, we got Taco Bell. We talked about that. That's I got a lot of big plans, Chris.
I wouldn't mind. Hey, as long as if we roll for like an hour and then eat Taco Bell, I'm cool with that.
Okay. Yeah.
Because then you know you worked for it.
Okay.
Or worked for that Taco Bell.
I like that. That.
Or rather, okay, well, maybe if we meet in the middle and do like Mediterranean.
I mean, I'm down for some Mediterranean.
Or like a gyro.
A gyro.
Yeah. A gyro.
Yeah, whatever.
When have you heard anything back from like the union about job prospects?
You know, I haven't. I should. I'm actually not sure if they'll even be open this upcoming week. But no, I'm all set up with my Michigan unemployment insurance and subpay, so I'm squared away.
Oh yeah, the subpay. Yeah.
But so no, I'm good.
Yeah. That's good, man.
No, it's good times.
Yeah. Good times in the Jake. I don't even know what Steve's doing over there. He's making cookies.
Steve is baking. As Steve said earlier,
No, I like it.
He's not making bacon.
Making bacon. I just got hungry just now.
We could go get some
I get it.
Mediterranean food.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I had Mediterranean after Mark and I worked out last night. We had Mediterranean. We went to a La Fresh on 5 and Sheldon, right next to Mother's.
Yeah, I like that place.
It was, yeah, really good. And I have leftovers from there, so I'm gonna chow on that.
Nice.
Yeah, can't wait. Can't fucking wait. Oh, and I have pinto beans left over. I know you're big into the beans.
Big into beans.
Yeah, I know we talk about beans a lot.
We do.
Because they're very nutritious.
Yeah, lots of iron,
Iron,
protein,
potassium, fiber,
all the good stuff.
Yeah, man. I even think there's some magnesium. They got a little bit of magnesium in there. Yeah, dude, good beans. God, I'm so hungry. Like, I just heard my stomach growl again just now. We might have to wrap this up.
All right. Well, yeah, it's been great talking to you, Chris.
Good talking to you too, Jake. This came through really well. Like, your mic does sound really good.
Well, you sound good on my
Does
end.
it? Yeah, does it? Okay.
Well,
that's good.
Find out when this comes out.
I guess like when it comes out, it's all like
garbled,
like gargled and like white noise sound.
Find out that my mic hasn't been on this whole time.
That would be, I was earlier in this, I was peeking down every so often just to make sure there was recording. Because we don't want to like be like hour 40 into this and I forgot to hit record. But no, it's been recording. So.
Has that happened? I feel like that would be easy to do.
I don't know if I can't remember a time if that happened, but one time I was I had JV on the phone. Mm-hmm. Remember JV?
Oh yeah. And
we were doing a podcast actually, and I had him on the phone and I was recording and my memory card ran out. So what I did was because I called him from the computer, so I had to very subtly while he was talking, explaining to me something, very subtly I went on the computer and I recorded from my computer from Audacity. And it was like kind of like seamless. And
wow,
when I cut it up in like post-production, like it's almost like you couldn't even tell that there was like a 2-minute lag from like this point to this point.
Yeah, that's some good editing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, it's quick thinking too. That he probably never even knew then.
Yeah, I literally was like, oh, fuck.
Just edit out the cursing.
Go ahead, JV. I'm listening. Meanwhile, I have like producers in the back, like, we got to get back online.
None of it's being recorded.
Come on. Go to two.
How now, brown cow?
Yeah. Lanolin, like sheep's wool. The arsonist has oddly shaped feet. Unique New York. I do that before. I didn't do that before this one.
Well, I couldn't tell.
Pronunciations. Yeah. I think we sounded good though. Yeah.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Hopefully I don't mess it up too much post production. But yeah, Jake Johnson, everybody.
Oh, thank
God
you,
bless
Chris.
you. Thank you. Signing out. This is the thread. Steve, we're going to eat those cookies. All right. See you guys.